YouTube fans, it's me, the Storyman, and welcome back to my latest video. Today, I'm reading a new story which I made from Chat GPT, which I call The Bird Who Wore the Dawn. So remember folks, like my video, subscribe to my channel, and please leave a comment down in the comment section below. Today is a pretty cold day today. It's raining and it's rainy season. Hopefully the weather improves next time. Hopefully we are fine. And it's pretty cold today. And also, remember, the story is made by Chat GPT, but the voice acting, dramatic flair, what else? Storytelling, narration, and ad-libbing were all done by a real human being, which I call myself the Storyman. As you can see, that is me. Okay, let's read the story, shall we? Let's begin. Long ago, when the world was still young, all birds wore the same plain brown feathers. They blended with the trees and fields, and none of them stood out from another. Among them lived a young bird named Lyra, the smallest and the quietest in her flock. Unlike some other birds, Lyra did not dream of being admired. She dreamed of seeing the world beyond the forest. Every morning before sunrise, she would fly to the highest branch and watch the sky slowly awaken. She loved the soft colors of dawn, the rosy pinks, glowing golds, gentle blues, and warm oranges that painted the heavens. Oh man, I wish I could see that. Unfortunately, ours is a very dull gray, as it's, well, sunny. I know it's rainy. Pretty sad though, a mixture of turquoise, I think. I don't know the color, maybe, parang gray, faded gray. I think that's the one. I think. One morning, Lyra noticed something unusual. A tiny ray of sunlight had become trapped beneath a thick blanket of snowstorms. It struggled to shine, but the darkness was too heavy. "And no one helps that light," he whispered. "The morning may never come." A little frightened, she flew higher than any bird had ever dared. Cold winds pushed against her. Rain soaked her feathers, and thunder roared around her. Still, she refused to turn back. Like that. I'm making the sound effects myself, sorry. At last, Lyra reached the trapped ray of sunlight. Using her small wings, she carried the fragile light above the storm clouds. The moment it broke free, the sun burst across the sky, filling the world with brilliant colors. The flowers opened, the rivers sparkled, and every creature welcomed the new day. The sun spirit appeared before Lyra, glowing brighter than 1,000 stars. "You risked everything for a light that was not your own," the spirit said kindly. "You asked for no reward, expected no praise. Such courage deserves to be remembered." Indeed, she's one of the guy tells something that's a literal spirit, despite putting herself in danger. The sun spirit gently touched Lyra's wings. At once, her dull brown feathers transformed. Golden light flowed through them like liquid sunshine. Hints of ruby, sapphire, emerald, and violet shimmered across her body, changing with every movement. When she flew, her feathers reflected the colors of dawn, shining so brilliantly that they seemed to leave glowing trails across the sky. Huh! Oh man, that's very beautiful though. Lyra returned to the forest, where every bird stared in amazement. "How beautiful she is! Her feathers shine brighter than flowers." Why does she have colors while we remain plain?" Fair point though. Then they start jealousy. Soon, admiration turned to jealousy. As well as, of course, it's just a matter of time. When you see something they have and it makes you look lame, you're bound to get jealous. Some birds whispered that Lyra did not deserve such beauty. Others tried to imitate her by decorating themselves with colorful petals, berries, and painted leaves. But when they flew, the colors washed away or fell to the ground. Ugh, you can imagine how they humiliate themselves. As jealousy grew stronger, some birds became bolder and crueler. One night, a group of them tried to steal Lyra's feathers while she slept, believing her beauty could be taken like treasure. Of course, we all know how that works. But the moment they touched her, their feathers blazed with dawn light, and a powerful warmth pushed them away, leaving them frightened and empty-handed. Whew, I can imagine how that came out of nowhere. Imagine how freaky that would be. But their greed did not end there. Blinded by envy, the same birds returned again and again. Whew, multiple times. That is some dedication, though it saddens its true envy. Trying to pluck her feathers in secret, believing if they could not earn her beauty, they could steal it. On their final attempt, they succeeded in tearing away only a few glowing plumes before a great light burst from Lyra's wings. A voice like sunrise itself echoed through the forest. Beauty that's given by kindness, beauty that is given by kindness cannot be stolen by greed. Indeed. And unfortunately, they got cursed. In an instant, a curse fell upon those jealous birds. Oh boy. Of course. Karma. Their bad karma came to them in an instant. The stolen feathers turned into ash in their claws, and a mark of dull gray spread across their own wings. No matter how they tried, they could never regain their bright colors. Their feathers remained faded and lifeless. A reminder what happens when envy overcomes the heart. Yeah, I can imagine how humiliating that is. And the birds were shamefaced. Ashamed and frightened, the cursed birds fled into the deeper parts of the forest, where they hid from the light of dawn. The next morning, the forest was filled with rumors and sorrow. Of course, they're frightened of her now. Can you blame her? Her feathers are enchanted. Oh, Lord. I can imagine how scary that would be. God, that is a frightening thought. I can imagine, though, you get cursed for something. For something you didn't do. I can imagine how frightening that is all of a sudden. Those birds, I feel sorry for them. But they got what they deserved. And let's continue. One proud bird demanded, "Tell us your secret! Where did you find those feathers?" Lyra simply smiled like this. "They were never something I searched for," she replied. "They came after I chose to help someone else." That is a pretty honest answer. Many birds did not believe her, of course. They continued searching for magical places and hidden treasures that could make them just as beautiful. But a few understood. Those birds began helping lost animals, sharing food during harsh winters, and protecting smaller creatures from danger. Though their feathers never became as radiant as Lyra's, their songs grew sweeter, their hearts kinder, and they earned the love and respect of every creature in the forest. As for Lyra, she remained humble. She still greeted every sunrise from the highest branch, never boasting about her beautiful colors. And whenever she flew through the morning sky, her radiant wings reminded the world that true beauty shines brightly in those whose kindness comes before their desire to be admired. And that is why, to this day, some say that when the first light of dawn sparkles across the sky, it is Lyra soaring overhead, her colorful feathers carrying the colors of sunrise whenever she flies. I can imagine how beautiful that is. And I'll end it here. It's quite a beautiful, but short, but beautiful story. So, thank you for watching my video. This is the Storyman, signing out. Remember folks, like my video, subscribe to my channel, and please leave a comment down in the comment section below. Remember, like this video by hitting the like button down there to like it. Subscribe to my channel by clicking the bell for notifications and updates from me. Number 3, comment down the comment section below on what kind of story you want me to make, and I will make it. Any story you ask me to make, any request, and I will use Chat GPT to create it and I'll use my voice to give it life. If you do all that, this thumb will go to the end with a thumbs up. Remember, like, comment, subscribe equals a thumbs up from me to you. Remember, the story is made by Chat GPT, but the voice acting, dramatic flair, what else? Storytelling, narration, and ad-libbing were all done by a real human being, which I call myself the Storyman. That is me. Thank you, and goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, bye-bye. Goodbye.